Thanks for joining me for week 3. It's been a pretty solid week. Made some good progress. But for this week, I'm kind of focusing on tips. Tips to kind of help you kind of going and getting a routine set for yourself. Before we kind of get into these tips, I guess the progress report for week 3 is during the PT sessions from home and being kind of recorded on my therapy sessions. I did get to 0 degrees on extension, which is great. Still stiff at times, but after therapy, that's when my muscles and joint becomes a little bit more loose and I get a better reading. During the flexion portion, I did get to a PR, which 0 was a PR for myself, but for flexion, the PR was 60 degrees. Slowly getting there to that 90. My goal is to get to 90 before I take the brace out, which is in 3 more weeks. After 3 more weeks, hopefully everything starts kind of moving a little bit more quickly since I can start putting more weight-bearing activities on. That being said, let's kind of go into our tips for week 3 of going on for the whole progress and journey itself. So let's get to it. With the crutches. Your crutches, when you have the surgery, for an ACL, it's different because you could go back to walking practically that same week. But from a meniscus tear, it's pretty different because you can't put any weight-bearing motion, action, activity on that leg. So you are going to be with these. Getting a good set of crutches is key, but I'm going to give you a little bit better aspect of what to do with these. When I first got crutches, I had my handlebars a little bit high, and I was like, oh, I mean, this feels nice because I feel more comfortable, but I was doing the chicken wing method. So I was looking like this. It wasn't looking clear, and I wasn't getting more. It didn't look nice, I guess, and it also was making me use my back more than my triceps when I go a little bit lower. So finding that nice portion for your hand, as well as finding the right distance from the top portion to the bottom portion that fits your armpit, because you want it snug in there. You want it snug in there because let's say you're holding something. Let's say I want to bring my water around, and it's tough to hold an item while you're holding your crutch. But if you're going for like a short distance, I typically hold the object on the opposite arm of my injury, sturdy, holding my good crutch that is on the injured side and letting loose this one. I'm using my armpit as a kind of as a pinch motion with my chest so that this crutch is in my complete control, so that I'm slowly taking a good graze, moving up. And I'll kind of show you in a better angle itself. So, going here, taking my weak arm motion there, moving here. Weak motion up, weak motion up. Weak motion up, pinching, placing, moving. And it's smooth, it's tough, but once you kind of get that rhythm and that muscle positioning with that crutch on your strong side, it's well because you still have your activating your core, and your muscles on your good side should be well enough to get you sturdy. Next tip for crutches is to, I'm going to try to throw this back at you guys real quick, is to have shoes as your positioning, just because, and some people, they don't like shoes in the house, but it does give you more traction when you're moving around when you have your shoe on your good side. Short little tip, but it does make a big difference when you're moving around and you don't want to slip around the house, especially when there's water. Avoid water with your crutches, because even water landing on next to your side of your crutch or anything like that, it will slip. And I caught myself plenty times at the gym before I got the surgery
and also around the house. Next tip with crutches itself is going to get yourself shorts. These kind of shorts are nice that I'm wearing, but athletic shorts that can cover over your brace is nice and comfortable. Also, ones without pockets are nice with crutches, because when you're moving around with these, and I never knew about this until I started using crutches so much, is that when you're moving around, you're gonna get caught right here with your thumb. Unless you use a C-clamp grip, you won't catch that, but you don't get that much security. I always go with a around the C-clamp grip around the whole handle, like so. But with doing so, leaves your knuckle exposed to get caught in your pockets. And it sucks because sometimes you kind of move it and it gets stuck, and then you lose your balance, and can cause you to fall. And that's the one thing you're trying to avoid when you tore your meniscus, is falling, because you're going to try to use your foot to balance, leading to maybe a ruptured meniscus again. One of these shower stools, as you kind of can see right now, well, let me move my towel because I did take a shower earlier today, is this shower chair and that kind of shower hose. Yes, ideally you might not have it, but if you can install one and you can purchase this chair, it's a game changer when it comes to taking a shower. And it's really crucial when you remove your when you get your sutures out, you could stop wearing your brace in the shower and get it wet, and you need all this mobility. You need somewhere to sit down. The hose is clutch because you could spray down where you need a shower, and everything's convenient without really hassling around and preventing yourself to fall. It's pretty clutch, pretty sweet little tips to get. Ideally, get this before your surgery so that it makes life easier. It depends on how you are. Myself, I know the importance of taking vitamins and drinking your water, especially when you're in surgery. I got rid of pretty much everything kind of, I guess, harmful for your body. Eliminating alcohol was a big, difficult task to do. And when removing the painkillers, it's addicting, and I suggest to try to get away from them using different alternatives of therapy and also alternative methods for reducing your, I guess, pain. This is a very easy one to do for organizing your, I guess, supplements, and also organizing what you're taking. I'm taking a various amount of simple multivitamins, fish oil. I'm still taking my aspirin for my injury, and if I do, let's say, need a painkiller, I could organize it into my weekly planner and kind of go from there. I usually kind of plan everything I usually refill everything on Sunday to organize everything for the upcoming week. So it's kind of like a simple thing to do, and it creates that routine which I'm trying to make you guys or anyone else that has an injury to follow, because when you're in that surgery, you really don't want to do anything besides lay in bed, eat, sleep, and try to do some therapy. And that's when a side effect of depression and anxiety and stuff like that in your mind games come and overcome yourself. That being said, when taking vitamins, a big source of myself, you gotta keep drinking water. Very simple thing to do, but when you're at home, I guess, you want to indulge yourself in a whole bunch of things, especially with comes surgery. You get that boredom aspect. Your brain is so addicted to stimulus, and you could get that by drinking different amount of drinks. Trust me, you're gonna get a new tip at the end that's gonna tell you the thing that I've been indulging myself in. But for this is gonna be crucial for, I guess, cleansing out your system, trying to get blood going down to your injury. By doing so, it's going to increase your recovery, getting all the fluid that's been built up from scar tissue and through surgery. You want that getting flushed out through your lymphatic system. How are you going to do that? Water right here. Keep drinking this, keep drinking this, keep drinking this. It's going to be a game changer. Next tip we got here is still back in my station. I was lucky enough to get a position where I can work remotely at home, which has been nice. As you can see, before my surgery and before work, I kind of set up my station to be as good as I can get being home. Ideally, this is not my home that I'll be living forever. This is my parents' place, because this is another tip right here. Doing this by yourself sucks. You're going to need aid. I highlighted that previously on both the first and second video. It is important to have teamwork support by you, because it sucks. It really is helpful to get aid. Even simple tasks, your support system is going to get aggravated. They're going to get, I guess, very whiny when you need simple things, but it gets a hassle for you to do things, and when they're there, it's so helpful. Just remember to, I guess, say thank you and throw them a little support here and there by buying them something. But for my workstation, everything is here, is nice and set, reachable, and also I could do my therapy when I have a little bit of rest. I could relax my leg, and also when I have a chance, I can take down my brace to, let's say, when my leg is kind of feeling stiff, and kind of working on that therapy session, the seated danglers, while I'm doing my work. Get these to get that leg unstiff, all doing at home, which is nice. So I'm blessed that I did find a position at home remotely. I couldn't imagine doing this, let's say, when you're, I don't know about working, because sometimes you're going to, unfortunately, you're going to have that situation where you have surgery, medical bills are going to be up, and guess what? You need to earn money for your family and for yourself. That being said, if you can, find something remotely. Try to find a little side hustle that you could do at your house. It sucks, but you got to use your creation and creativity in your mind to help you with that. Now we're jumping into a different form for a tip. When you're after surgery, you're going to get into different stages of anger, boredom, agitation, frustration, and you can tell my support team, they've seen it all. Having a job that you can work at home makes it a lot, I guess, it helps you kind of tame that beast, because your mind is occupied at work, but also find different things that kind of help you ease yourself from getting your mind to overcome yourself, because it sucks. I'll link a video up top where it's going to state different ways where you can download new books on PDF to your Kindle. I made a video on that. I've been reading a lot, and I suggest you to do the same to sharpen up your mind and also get you out of thinking about yourself and thinking about the story that you're reading. Another big thing that I've been doing is these YouTube video series. Get yourself doing different things. As you can tell, I have my stocks up. I've been doing some research. Basketball is up right here. Not indulge yourself, but moderate yourself on things that are going to keep yourself from losing your sanity. I've been doing work. I've been looking for a new multifamily that I'm going to be living here shortly. All right, we're approaching the end of the video. I like how I just did the wave thing. When you're doing
all your hard work. You're putting in that time and doing your PT sessions at home and at the clinic. You're doing whatever it's taken to occupy yourself. Reward yourself. Reward your support team for helping you, but also don't forget about yourself. This has been my this has been my curse. I drank a little bit of Diet Dr. Pepper, and I've been kind of giving myself rewards for weekly, daily. So like, all right, I did a great job today. I did what I needed to do. Here's your Diet Dr. Pepper. Diet Dr. Pepper, Keurig. Don't be afraid to sponsor me. But get yourself a little reward for the amount of effort and work you've been putting in, because you're gonna. For myself, I've been seeing progress, but it has been slow and limited because the meniscus injury itself. So don't forget, show some self love to yourself. It's going to be helpful. That being said, thank you for showing and seeing. Well, thank you for seeing my video. If you guys have any tips that you want to share to everyone else, put that stuff in the comments below. Share how you have or what you have done to overcome your post-surgery recovery progress. Don't be afraid to show some pics, show some tips, show some love. Thank you much.